Hi Pre-K, are we ready for our next experiment? We are going to need the following ingredients. We're going to need a container. So, Miss Tina has a glass jar. You could also use a water bottle, or if you have a clear cup, that's fine too. But you're going to need something that's clear so you're going to be able to see what happens when we mix our materials in our clear containers. So I'm going to use my glass jar. We're also going to need water, and I have a pitcher of water here. We're going to need oil. Now, you can use baby oil, that's what Miss Tina has, or you can just use regular cooking oil, that's fine too. So water, oil, our jar, food coloring, which I have these little tiny bottles right here. So it's best to use the liquid ones, that's what's going to work. I have green and blue and yellow and red. I haven't decided which color I'm going to use yet, but you can have a choice of whatever color you want. And secret ingredient. This is called an Alka-Seltzer tab. It is medicine for when your belly hurts. So mommies and daddies and adults only use this, children don't. But we are going to be doing it for our science experiment, and your adult is with you while you're doing this, so it's okay that we have this. So I have my Alka-Seltzer, which is going to make the magic in the experiment. I have my food coloring, I have my oil, my water, and my clear container. Those are my materials. So what we're going to be making is called, boys and girls, a lava lamp. But basically it's a liquid inside of a container with another liquid inside of it. The water in it is going to allow the oil to move up and down, and it's going to look really cool once we mix these things together, and you're going to see a reaction between the water and the oil. And when we add food coloring, you'll be able to see that. And then when we add the Alka-Seltzer tab, it's going to fizz and make all kinds of movement, and you're going to be able to see the oil move around inside of the water. So what we're going to be doing is observing. We're going to be talking about what we see, and we're going to be guessing what is causing it. And we're also going to think, I wonder if we tried different things, what it would look like inside. So those are the things we're going to be talking about and looking and discussing while we're doing the experiment. Now, let's start first with our oil, okay? So you're going to take your oil, and if you need an adult to help, you can, and you are going to fill your container about almost halfway, okay? Probably about, halfway. We're going to say halfway. Fill whatever container you have halfway. So you're going to have to ask your adult to help you fill halfway up. So I'm going to take my oil, and here I go. I'm going to pour. It's coming out in a stream, so it's going to take a while. So you pour your oil in, I'll pour my oil in, and I'm going to get it up there. Okay, so almost got that all full. That's good. I've got that about halfway. Now, there's the oil inside my jar. Now, do you kind of want to touch it? Why don't you do that? Why don't you put your finger in there and see what it feels like? And you can tell me. What do you think? What descriptive words would you use to describe what you're feeling? Slippery, slick, slimy, maybe even soft. And if you dry it with a paper towel, you can kind of still feel it a little bit on your fingers. So that's the oil. Baby oil is sometimes put on your skin when you're dry, and it moisturizes your skin and makes it soft. And cooking oil, if you're using cooking oil, that'd be something that you would cook in, like maybe fried chicken or french fries or things like that. So oil is definitely slick and slimy, but it's still a liquid, but it's different than water. Water, if you put your fingers in that, what's it feel like? It's wet. It feels slippery too. Maybe slimy a little, slick. But if you dry it with your hands on a paper towel, the water is all gone. You don't really feel anything on your fingers like you did with the oil. You can still kind of feel it was slicky on your fingers, and the water is all gone. That's an interesting observation. So water, when you dry it off your hands, it's all gone, and oil, when you dry it off your hand, you still kind of feel it on your fingers. I wonder if that's going to make a difference in our lava lamp. Well, let's see. So now we're going to take our water and we're going to pour it in there, and we're going to fill it almost to the top. So there we go. Now let's see what's going on. Oh my goodness, I see bubbles. Boys and girls, what's happening right now is that the water and the oil are separating. You can see me behind there. The oil is rising to the top, and the water that we poured in is going to the bottom. That's because water is heavier or more dense than oil. So even though they're still liquids, one weighs more, is more thicker, is heavier, or more dense. The molecules in them have more than the oil. And that's why the oil goes to the top and the water goes to the bottom. Water is more dense. Can you say that word? Dense. It means that the molecules that make up the water are more close together. All right, so the second part of our experiment, we are going to add food coloring, okay? So get your favorite color. What do you want to do? I think I'm going to go with green, my second favorite color. So I got my food coloring, and now you're going to put a few drops in your lava lamp. You're not going to mix it up though. I want you to watch and see what happens to the food coloring when you put it in. Are you ready? Here goes mine. Do you see what happened? It's sitting. It's sitting, and now it's slowly going down. See if I can get in there closer. There you go. You can see the reaction now. Almost like it's exploding in there. Do you see that? It drops in one by one. The little drops are going in. So Miss Tina is going to get the video camera and see if she can show this to you better. Okay, so you can see that the top where the oil is still clear, but the bottom where the water is now green. Whoa! Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna put a few drops in there. Let's watch what happens. There it goes. And it just sits there. The little drops just sit there, but wait. Watch, slowly breaking through, and you're gonna see it drop into. Oh, there it goes. And for the other one. There it goes. I wonder why it did that. So the top is the oil and the bottom is the water, and the food coloring stays a little tiny ball as it goes through the oil, and then it stops at the bottom of the oil, and when it hits the water, it turns the water green. Whoa, it's still falling. That's cool. Okay, that was pretty cool. But now the real magic's gonna start happening. We did our water and our oil, and we did our food coloring. Do you remember the other ingredient that we need? Yes, the Alka-Seltzer. The Alka-Seltzer tablet. So Miss Tina's going to rip one open, and she's going to put it in her lava lamp, and we're gonna see what happens. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around again. All right, so I opened it up, and here's my tablet. And here I go putting it in. Whoa! Look at that. Do you see it? So the Alka-Seltzer tablet fizzes, and it pushes the water, the green colored water, through the oil. And it just makes that cool chemical reaction. You can see all the big bubbles are churning my green water through the oil. That's so neat. Let's look at the top and see what that looks like. See, my tablet is right there, and it's fizzing all up. And it made it all, and look, oh friends, look what happened. As the tablet slowly disintegrates or goes away, the oil and the water separate again. And the oil is clear, and my water is still colored. That's pretty cool. Now, I wonder if I put something else in the water, what that will happen, if that will change my experiment. I have some gold stars I'm going to add into my water, and I'm going to see when I add another Alka-Seltzer tablet if that does anything. Ready? Here are my gold stars. All right, I put some in there. Oh, you can see them falling down through the oil. Do you think they'll sit right there on top and then fall down like the food coloring did? Let's see. They're just kind of sitting there like my food coloring did. I wonder if they'll break through and go down into the water. I can still see the bubbles going up from the Alka-Seltzer tab. All right, boys and girls, I've waited for a little bit, and it looks like these don't break through the oil. They just stay on top of the water, or they stay at the bottom of the oil. But there's my stars. Do you see them all? All right, so I'm going to add another Alka-Seltzer tablet, and let's see what happens. Here we go. Whoa. Oh, look, the stars are going around too. That's so neat. I can hear this, boys and girls. I don't know if you can. Do you hear that noise? It's a fizzing. So I hear fizzing. I see my colors moving up and down. I see my stars moving up and down. I see bubbles. I wonder what it smells like. I'm gonna go smell it. I don't know, I don't really smell anything. I smell baby oil. It smells like a baby. Maybe if you used cooking oil, it smells like fried chicken. So I've touched it, and it felt, remember, slimy and wet was the oil, and slick and wet was the water. I smelled it, and it smelled like baby oil. And I can see when I add the Alka-Seltzer tablets, it moves up and down. I see my oil sits on top, and my water goes to the bottom because remember, it's heavier or more dense than oil. That was a really cool experiment. Now, boys and girls, here's the best part. You can put your lid on, and you can shake it up. And you can watch it separate. Look at that. Do you see it moving around again? It's almost like a little snow globe. Or if you have more Alka-Seltzer tablets, you can open up your lid and have your adult put in another one. Let's see, where are my Alka-Seltzer tablets? And it goes again. Woo. And you can do this over and over again if you'd like, but just remember to have your adult nearby so they can help you, okay? I hope you like your science experiment. I can't wait to hear some of your observations, and if you want to try and add something special to your lava lamp to see what happens, like Miss Tina did with the gold stars, tell me what you put in there and tell me what you saw, if it changed anything in the lava lamp. Ooh, look at all that fuzzy. Alrighty, until next week, have fun with your lava lamp. Bye.